bubonic plague or Black Death that caused over 25 million dead in 14th century in Europe, or one third of Europe population. How it originated, what was the reason of it, and why it was so devastating, and why it's called Black Death. So today I'm gonna talk about this plague that spread especially by the cause of Mongol expansion in the 14th century. And first it began originated in northern China, in a famine affected area, from rats that was the fleas that was living in rats. They were biting the rats and they were transferring it to human. Then yeah, that's was the reason. But it affected Europe so much because of one reason, that two reasons. First, the sanitation. The sanitation in Europe was very poor at the time. Then Central Asia, Asia or China, and people living very in crowded, very in dirty places. So there was a lot of rats and everything else, and that's why it spread very much in the Europe and caused over 25 million, one third of Europe population, to die. And it's named Black Death because of it was causing the internal vessel or the internal vein that bleed, like internal bleeding, and that internal bleeding caused the skin to turn black, or dark, and that's why it's called Black Death. And yeah, it was because of the Mongol expansion that they went to the western country and to the Europe, and it spread to those country. And yeah, I learned this in this book, just the mention of the bubonic plague, but I didn't know much of it. I didn't mention much of it in here, but I searched it and I found out that it was very devastating. It was really. And yeah, that's it. So I hope that you, yeah, it reached Constantinople in 1347, and in 5 years, within 20 years, no, within 5 years period, about 25 people died. 25 million people died. Yep, this is it. And also something about Timurid Empire. I also learned about it. It was very interesting, which something it said that at the end of his age, it was 17 years old at the end, and he wanted to conquer China. And at the time, he had a very large empire, like from Moscow to Delhi, from the, I don't know, to the west, the border of China, to Europe, to Rome, I think, I don't know. So he had a very large empire, and he wanted to conquer China, and he gathered the, like, the most biggest campaign of his life to conquer China and defeat the dynasty of China. And but when he in 1404, when he marched in autumn, because of the winter, he stopped in Otrar, north of which country was it? Something like that. I don't know. I don't remember it. So he stopped because of the winter. But at the February of 14 5, he died. He got sick and died because he was sick. Yeah, he was old. That's it for today's video. I hope that you learned something. I learned a lot in this video, especially about the Black Death, the bubonic plague, and yep, we will continue like this. I hope that I can see you in the next tomorrow's video, tomorrow's challenge. Till next time.